Hi guys, welcome back to Hyperionjigs gaming guide. And today we are gonna try a featured game. It looks really cool. Looks promising. Actually, I tried something like this before, but this is Motorsport Manager 3. Let's buy this game. Okay. Let's just wait for this to complete the download and we'll hit up and start gaming, and I'll walk you through the game and see if it's really fun or not. Okay, so let's open up this game. Esport games, MM3 Mobile. Cool. Welcome back, Hyperionjigs. Thank you. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna breeze through all these customization. My name. Okay, let's put in some beard. Okay. Let's pick Philippines. Okay, sounds good. All right. Open wheel. Let's do open wheel. Yeah. Let's do open wheel. Wow, really cool. Okay. Let's customize. Let's customize this car. Let's give it our own touch. But this color is, all these decals and all are really cool. But since we can customize, why not customize? But as it is, it's already good, guys. Not much to change, but let's just put in, since we can, let's just put in some colors. Some of our colors that we like, but generally I like green, so I'll pick green. Some highlights. Let's do some highlights. Okay. Wow, this is really cool, guys. You are able to customize your car. We'll see how this plays out, if you can see this actual car and in the track. We'll see. Okay, so I'll just continue with picking some colors here, and probably I'll just move past this real quick. Oh, this is cool. Okay, guess we're all set. Oops. Okay, there's styles. There is this library of styles. Okay. Let's try the other one. I like this one better. Style 3. Okay. Okay, I am good with this. Let's give our team name. Let's put Hyperion Motorsports. Okay. So since I'm new to this game, I'm gonna pick a tutorial. I want to be guided accordingly how to play this game. This is mind you guys, is new to me as well. This is my first time playing this game, so the other version I had was really like not something like intricate as this, but so it wouldn't hurt if we use tutorial. And so you'll see as well if this is indeed a, this is more of a review of the game, and then so that you can like see if it's indeed fun or not. But from what I'm seeing, I think it's really fun. I'm starting to like this game, especially you get to customize a lot. Oh, you can build parts as well. Would like a new part. Okay, let's build some part. I guess front wing is the only one available, at least it says in the tutorial. So performance, reliability, performance, all these engineers to focus on. Okay, new front wing. Oh, that's a lot of money, guys. 617,000. That's a lot of money. Okay, what's this? Just here appearing when I have finished their new front wing. Okay, complete. Let's 30 better than expected, 9% better than expected reliability. So performance and reliability, when you build a part, you get the performance and reliability at the same time. So I guess it's a boost of performance and okay, so where do we put this part? Okay, so this guy Odauda, I guess the second driver 2, Odauda. Okay, we fitted Odauda's front wing, Odauda's car's front wing. Okay, I guess we'll follow these icon, the breathing yellow eye icon, as you can see. So I have a Filipino driver, a girl, Morgan Dizon, age 29, driver. So 14th on the grid, 5th on the grid. Odauda is 5th on the grid. Okay, welcome to part development. So build parts, part marketplace, part fitting. What else is here? So as you can see, I compensated the car of Dauda by installing a new front wing. So by the way, build time for front wing is 1 week. What I'm gonna do is build another part for Miss Dizon's front wing, driver 1, car 1 front wing. Let's see, front wing performance 108, reliability 70%. Okay, so let's build a new front wing. So performance plus 11, reliability plus 4. So which one will we choose? The other, okay, so there are 3 engineers to choose from. So I guess the idea here is to pick which one gives the highest boost. So let's try that. Influence, okay, Hyperionjigs. So I'm allowed to, okay, what's up? Guys, we're now building the second front wing for the other driver. Okay, it says here some spec parts cannot be improved. Okay, just like F1, you can change the rear wing, gearbox, engine. These spec parts stays the same all throughout, and I guess it's also the same for the competition. So you're limited to what you can change, what parts you can change. We just did the front wing. Okay, what's here? The ultimate goal of the team principal is to be high up in the team's championship. Do a good enough job, and you'll be able to enter higher tier championships. Okay, of course. After every season, the GMA holds a vote to change the rules. This tab displays what the next vote will be. Okay. Oh, so that's why you have that influence. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, I'm picking. Okay, sponsorship offers. I have Karn and Eve, 5 races, 4 races. Let's try to choose which one offers the best or better value to us, to our team. Which sponsor? Influence gain 5. Oh, let's hit the 5 influence gains. So per race 350. The exciting news of Hyperion Motorsports fans, we just signed a deal with Eve. Should be worth about 1.4. Okay, we're talking about millions here, guys. Building your headquarters. Let's try and build our headquarters. So building a new part is the most cost-effective way of the part development path, unlocks new car parts. Financial path improves your team's marketability and provides discounts in the car. Okay, hospitality unlocks 6 sponsor slot. Okay. Okay, I guess this is the part where we build offices within our headquarters. So I'm gonna choose financial. Of course, you focus on the money first to build up. The money is the foundation of motorsports as well. Other than the skills of your driver, your staff, your engineers, the lifeblood of the racing is actually the money that flows through it. Without the money, you can't afford your engineer, the parts. You can't afford the race. So that's why I'm focusing on the finances first, prior to focusing on other things, since I already have other stuff running. So I'm gonna boost the finances, and then the others will follow. Engineering, staffing will follow. Hiring of drivers will follow. Okay. See all about the driver, including their all important driving stats. Tap this button. Okay, we'll see. Morgan Deason, influence driver 0 13th. Oh, okay, so this is where you use the influence points, guys. You have motivate driver, fan tour, persuade. All those can improve the performance of your driver. But at this point, since we are new to this motorsports, we don't have much of the influence points yet. I guess we will earn the points, and that becomes very exciting, guys. There are a lot of path or stuff that you need to follow. Your influence, the money that's going out, going in, performance of your parts, performance of your driver, all those. This is just so complex, guys. This is not for kids. I don't recommend this game for kids, because this is more of a mature game, in such a way that you need to understand the dynamics of each one. The money, your staff, your driver, your influence, your headquarters. You need to build that one as well. This is not something that would excite a mature individual. So as you can see, your stats, you go up the rank. As this is more of a managing. This is actually management, guys. So a good manager comes on top of this game. This is not about racing, who gets to race fast. This has nothing to do with racing at all. This is more of a management. So if you're inclined to be a manager, I guess I would suggest you try this game out. uh, the title is very fitting. Sports manager, motorsports manager 3. So while it's motorsports, but this applies to a business as well. The perspective of the entirety of the business. You'll get like, look at that, like a bird's eye view of what's going on in each aspect of your business, or in this game, your motorsports team. So the organization builds upon your capability of managing the team, guys. So this is, I find this game very interesting, because I like this kind of stuff, managing the team overall. So I guess you can, later on you can opt to swap parts. uh, I just did swap those parts to manage the performance of each car. And I guess if it comes to the driver, if they're not performing, what you can do is two thing, or you can probably hire someone and replace, or what you can do is influence them, as I've said. So here, this is your team's influence. So I now have 25 influence points, and this tab also shows my current balance. On the left is the current balance. I started at least 5 million. I now have 990,000 because I spent that one to team development, mainly parts. I build two, say front wings, and I also upgraded our headquarters to support our finances, guys. So um, that's why I only have that much of money. I hope I can still join in the races with 990,000. I don't know how much will it cost me, the race. We haven't really started the race, not even a qualifying round yet. If you're familiar with F1, it starts with qualifying round. We haven't gone through that. We're just building our team, selecting parts, building parts, adding it to the drivers' cars. Um, and then we also spent money on our headquarters, guys. So I find this really exciting. I hope you find it very exciting as well. For you guys out there watching this video, I hope you'll try this game out. I find this really fun. I think it can burn your time. This is a good pastime, guys. Oh, and also you can micromanage your team, down to the tire wear and tear. Um, all these aspects of the game makes it really interesting, and you may notice that it's very, very time consuming. I'm halfway. I think I've spent already a good amount of time on this, setting up alone, reading, and also understanding what each of these buttons will do for me. Takes time, so it's not something that if you're impatient and you want like action right away, you want to be on races, you want to be on the cockpit and race right away, this is not for you. This is something that needs your attention, that carefully you have to carefully decide, because there are a lot of options that it gives you. You have to decide carefully, so that you will win and be on top, hopefully.
And just like much like the F1 teams, they have their principal. You act like a team principal. You're indeed the team principal. So you get to decide all these email messages as well. You get to read. So just from the get go, I already have all these emails in front of me. So I can only imagine what a real team principal's life would be like, just by looking at these emails that you are bombarded with day one on the job. You get all these email messages. It's crazy, guys. So I think I find this game really fun, and I bet you will enjoy this as well. So let's look at our calendar. Sunday, Hyperion Motorsports new front wing is done. That's all well and good, but it will impact. So part build complete. Front wing. So was the front wing a week ago that we started building for driver one, Morgan Deason, and then I'm gonna put this front wing to, of course, to the first car. Hold on. Allocate new parts. So what I'm gonna do is swap current parts. So the front wing that was installed in driver 2 that I transferred to driver 1, the old one will be transferred back to driver 2. The new front wing will be assigned to driver 1's car. So you see what I did there? So you can actually swap out parts from car to car. So at first I built the first front wing I built was that was installed on originally on driver or car number 2. Then I built another one. I put the new one to driver number 1, and then the old one back to driver number 2. If you follow me, that's how I managed this part. This is just one part, guys, just the front wing, and it gives you a lot of, like, as you can see, I'm going back and forth now on trying to decide which one gives the most performance and the most reliability balance. So you have to balance your team. It should be, or I mean, not the team, but the driver. Driver 1, driver 2 gets to like an equal, close to balance. I guess it will never be balanced, just like in the real world. F1, it goes with all those teams. If you follow F1, you will find out, you will see as well that they don't get, there's this one driver that gets more priority, per se, than the other one. So that's why they're driver 1, driver 2, the primary and secondary drivers. So that goes as well with parts. Unfortunately, you have to decide and balance the performance and reliability of each car as well. So I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'll speed this one up and head to the races and see what we can earn from this. I'm gonna pick One Chai Industries, because this strikes the balance as well with the number of, like, the target position. They just want ninth place or above, but they're paying 300,000 qualifying, and also 200,000 for the bonus on each race. I'm not gonna go with Luxina because it's too low, though the target is it's also low. So I guess we're heading to Germany this time. Oh, look at that. Okay, round 1 of 5, open wheel. We're going to Germany. I don't know how to pronounce this. Ardennes GP UK SM. It's a lovely. What's this? So I'm. Oh, okay. So this is JTV. So this is, you also get a feedback on, just like the real F1 motorsports. These high level sports gets also the attention of the media, so you get like TV snippets as well. It's like close to reality, though this is just a game, but it gets you a feel and the vibe of that high end or leading edge motorsports, guys. So this is qualifying round. So as you can see, Dizon is at 7th place, and the second driver Udauda is at, it's now 11th place, 12th place, 13th. Oh my god. So we'll see. Mechanic skill level 12 to 12. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out how do you. Okay, so I know that these are tire options. So there are 5: ultra soft, super soft, soft, and also the wet tires. For when it's raining, you can swap out tires depending on the weather condition. So on your lower left, you will see there the weather condition. So I guess it's self-explanatory. The sun logo means it's dry. Then there's a level there, water on. Okay, it's just okay. Odauda is asking me to for him to go out there and race, or to go out there and do the qualifying. Okay, so this is where you put um, your mechanic at work. You assign, I guess you assign points, or you assign the level of. Uh, I'll go back to that. So, going back to the water on track, it gives you the idea how much moisture in the or water at the track, so that you can decide whether or not to do a pit stop. Individually, guys, you can cater, you can modify each driver's setup, the tires they use. Driver is pitting, so I just pit these on. She's at 20th. What I'm gonna try to do is change some settings on her car. So skill cost 1 to 4. So I see, that's it. So okay, so I'm gonna these are car setup bonus, guys. So to trim down the how many seconds you can remove from the qualifying. So if you're not familiar, I'm gonna explain to you in a bit. Um, your goal is to get the least amount of time. So you have to be quick. So when I say quick, the least amount of time for you to complete one lap. So if you say shave off like a second or split second of your time, that's already an advantage, guys, because these kinds of motorsports, 1 second difference means a lot. Could mean a pole position or podium, or podium meaning you get to win 1, 2, 3, or first to third. Those are podium positions. So I guess what I'm saying is that you mind how much time they spend on each lap. So the shortest amount of time, like logically, the quickest you are, of course. So that's why you have to decide on which driver you will spend your mechanic skill level. So these are car setup bonus, as you can see. Car setup bonus, So it says there minus zero point 0.1 second. Minus zero point 0.1 second, guys, can mean a lot. How much more is 1 second? So the highest is 1 second. Imagine that, guys. You're after of just 1 second. The maximum that you can shave off is 1 second. Okay, oh, okay. All right. So as you can see, after I sent out Dizon, driver one, look at the stats now, guys. She's now pole position. She's now the race leader. Uh, on the stat, you have Dizon number one, but unfortunately, O'Dowda on the 20th. So Dizon first, O'Dowda 20th. It's like end to end for my team, guys. First and the last driver on the position. So I guess that I we have like a minute of a time, 50 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, I guess that's it. Dizon is pole position, guys. This is a good start. Hopefully, we get to. So, by the way, this is just qualifying. So, but we get to be on the first on the grid. Okay, so hopefully on race day we can snatch that pole position and be on top, be number one on the actual race, guys. This is very exciting.
Look at that, guys. Philippine flag on top. That's very, very cool. So, of course, we have UK as well. We have China. We have Germany. And of course, O'Dowd, I hope he's not mad at me with messing up his car's front wing. I actually received an email from him about him getting pissed with me changing his car's front wing.
So this is it, guys. We're about to race. So I am using both of the cars are installed with ultra soft. I guess it's ultra soft compound rubbers. The tires that I'm using. What are these? Plus 8% super soft tire performance. Okay. Entering your first race. Your goal is to finish as high up the standings. Strategy, the key thing. Think about is your strategy. So this is about strategy. Of course, the pit stops and the decision to make which tire to use. There are 5 choices of tires: 3 dry tires and 2 wet tires. So the softest tire gives you the most speed, but it wears down fast. So you have to decide, because if it wears down fast, it will not be good if you keep on doing pit stops. Pit stops can shave a lot of seconds to your time. I mean, to add, it will add time. So you don't want to add time to to your lap times. You want the quickest, so you want the shortest amount of time. You don't want to add time. Okay, so this is lap number 1 out of 14. So we will manage. So this is now the the pinnacle, or the ultimate goal of motor racing, the actual race day. So lap 1 of 14 has just started. I'm now looking at the strategy that I'm gonna be using. So you can manage as well their driving style. Attack means if they're behind, lagging behind, they um you're asking them if it's attack. The manager, you being the manager or the principal, is asking them to be aggressive in their driving style. That is what attack means. So currently I have these on and also Dauda. Dauda is set to just neutral. So I'm not asking him to be aggressive at this point, but later on maybe after the pit stop, I think I'm gonna change tires to a more durable tire. Durable tires are not soft tires, meaning they can last a long time, but they are slower than the soft tires. So you have to make a decision of which tire to use depending on the position they are at. So what's this? Augmented reality. Learning about your surrounding, move around the room. Oh, so this game, I will explore that one later on. Augmented reality. I think it follows your eyeball. It uses your front camera to detect your eye movement, and will let you. I guess will let you control the zoom, or the how you view the entire track. So I guess that's it. But going back, Odauda is now at 11. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna put a super. I think I'll put super soft tires on their first pit stop. Bison's tires are at 5% at the moment, 4%. Hopefully she gets there at the pit stop in time, because if not, there, if it's zero, guys, look at that. So from second, she's actually first at the pole, but now when she pits, she went all the way down to 11th. So that's how your pit stop can affect your race. So you don't want frequent pit stops. You only have to limit your pit stops, and hopefully your car will not break down. So at this point, there's a virtual safety car that's ongoing. So a simulated crash probably, and thankfully it's not one of my drivers. But there's a virtual safety car, meaning it's on hold. So we're actually not racing at the moment. But I'm gonna change strategy and see. So this is still managing, guys. Your driver's performance can only do so much. It boils down to you deciding which tire to use, what driving style to implement as well. So the tires, the power, even the power of your car. So I'll break down to you these icons that you have on the left or the right side of the screen, down to the tires. So you can see the tires. It shows on the okay, the condition, by the way, is for the condition of the car overall condition. So it's at 54 for Odauda and 67 for Dizon. So I guess if it goes to zero, that's the time that it will start to break, meaning you have to fix the car. So make sure you're not pushing the limits of these cars, because if it will break, it's either you retire or you're out of the race, or you have to fix it, which will cost a lot of time, and you don't want that. So manage. How do you avoid having a breakdown of the car? You look at that power indicator, the like a thunderbolt logo. That is where you decide what um, driving style to use. If they're being aggressive, or that's actually for power, the power of the car to use. If you're using the full power of the car, normally it will go down. The condition will go down fast, and then you will start to experience car breaking down. You don't want cars breaking down on you, of course. So at the moment, from first, Morgan is now, or Dizon is now on the third position. Hopefully, she can keep the third position. I'm gonna pit her car soon because it's at 7. So I decided to pit the car. My pit stop time is at 6 seconds. That's very long, guys. In um, real F1 races, you don't want 6 seconds as your pit stop time. The top teams of F1, most of them will do 2 seconds pit stop time. If it's just tire change, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, that's done already. So later on, I will explore. I guess you can trim down the pit stop time by adding more staff or more mechanics to your team or whatnot. There are actually controls over that as well later on. So that is what makes uh, this game very exciting, because you have to mind a lot of things. There are a lot of aspects to this game that you need to be mindful of. It's so engaging, not just on the racing, but on to the actual management of the team. At this point, I'm gonna pit because O'Dowda's tires are getting like almost 12% or 13%, 12%, 11%, going down very fast. I need to pit the O'Dowda's car, change to a different tire's grip. I'll change to super soft this time. Hopefully it will make a difference. Oh, we're down to 11 and 12. These ones went all the way down to 11, or 12. Wow. So I guess I should have decided on the second pit stop to change to soft tires and not ultra soft. It's taxing on my durability. I have to do additional pit stops to these guys, adding more time to my oh my god. So it's been a disaster this time. I have to pit them, and because as you can see, it's winding down the tire uh, thread, or the tire level. You don't want that. You don't want 0% tire performance. You want them at the peak of the performance. So that's it, guys. I'm now currently at 9, and Dowda 16, from 20 to 16. So that's a good performance. But Dizon from 1st to 14 this time because of the pit stop. It added a lot to her time, and now all the way down to 17. Dowda's 14. So imagine that, guys. If you don't manage your pit stops well, and also decide on the best tire possible for the track, so that you cannot add time to your laps by doing pit stops. It makes it's saddening, guys. So 14 and 15. So I guess that's it. This is the last lap. So there, I'm showing you guys. It's close to, it's very realistic. It's close to the aspect of managing the team. It's realistic, and also the races. Um, so we didn't manage to get the up to the ninth, which is, we want the ninth to get the sponsorship deal, because they want you to place on the ninth place for you to get the 300 additional, or 300,000 additional bonus. So as you can see, I did 3 pit stops for Dizon, and 2 pit stops for Dowda, and they're at 14 to 15. Imagine that, from pole position, we're now down to 14 and 15, and overall the team performed ninth place, and then the drivers 14 and 15. So so this is an email from Morgan. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I'll upload another video. I hopefully um, improve the stats of my team, and see you the next time. And hopefully we're at the podium 1 2 3, first position. We want that. So see you on the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me, and please leave a like if you like this video, subscribe, and share if you want. See you guys. Thank you.